Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here, and today I'll be showing you how to make this super cute Psychedelic Jelly Babies bracelet created by the talented Suzanne HB. You can find her on YouTube, also on Instagram. She's crazy, just might work, and I will definitely have her information below so you can check her out and give her a follow if you haven't already. This design here that I'm holding is the original. And then there are two other versions you can do as well. So this one here, these are the same. I just did a little bit of a different color combination. So you can see it definitely gives it a little bit of a different look doing so. So that's the original, which I love. You can also, and by the way, this uses 4 bands per section. And then this one here uses 5 bands per section. So there's not a whole lot of a difference, but there is a little bit, and it's kind of hard to tell with that color variation, but makes it a little bit bigger. And then she also did it with the 6-band version, which is super cute as well, and that's this one here. Now if you're going to do the 5 or the 6-band version, she does recommend that you use like the thinner bands, the 600 pack. They work really good for the 5 or the 6 version. So keep that in mind. And for the 4-band version, the original version, I personally think that the silk bands or any of the thicker bands, I think just looks beautiful. But any band will work fine. So for this version here, the original version, it does take approximately like 60 bands or so. And then it goes up to about 75 bands if you do the 5-banded one, and then 90 bands roughly if you do the 6-band one. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. For this bracelet, you will need your hook and 1 C-clip. The first color that you're going to grab is going to be the gold that is in this design here. And we're going to be adding a total of 4 bands on per section. For the first one that you place on, you're going to make a cap band. And then the next one is going to actually be considered band 1, which is the gold in that one I just showed you. Reattach it. Grab your second color. This is where I'm going to use my pink silk. You're just going to go through the first band and reattach. Bring through your third band, going through the first one, and then reattach. And then we need to bring one more through, which is band 4, and that's going to determine or be based on which color you want to be that band that crosses over. You can keep it the same like I did in this one here, or you can switch the color so it stands out a little more, which is the blue in this one. So that would be band 4 each time is what makes that crossing band. So I'm going to use the white. And you're going to do the same thing, bring it through the first band and then reattach it. As you're pulling your bands on, you just want to make sure that you're keeping them straight and like even on, both sides, because it can affect how the design lays. So now we're going to turn this around, so get a nice good grip of it. Slide your hook out, turn it around, put it back in. Making sure they're nice and straight and even. I try to slide them down like towards the end. And then what we're going to do is bring this band over the hook. Now when you do it, you just want to kind of do it gently, because if you pull too hard, it can affect the way it comes out. If you pull that down, it can pop it out over here. So just gently put it over like so. And don't mind the cap band for this first one. And that is what you do for the first section. So now we're going to go on to our second section. So starting with band 1, it should be whatever color is on the outside right here. So it's my silver. Band 1 goes through everything on your hook. Reattach. After you reattach that band, you're going to want to adjust this band here because it's going to be down a little. You just push it up a little bit, because that crossing band should be at like the top of the section like that. So now we're going to add on our second band. I'm going to do my red now. Each section I'm going to do a different color. So that's all you do. We're going to do that all over again. So this goes through the first band and then reattach it. This is our third band. Goes through the first band and then reattach. And now it's time for our fourth band, which is my white. Doing the same thing. Reattach. Get a grip of those and turn it around. Just making sure they're nice and even. And this is where we're going to just slide this last band over the hook. And just do that nice and gently. And you don't want to pull it down too far. It just needs to sit like that. And then you can adjust it once we pull that next band through. So we're now on our third section. So I'm going to grab my first band. Remember, it's the color that's right there on the end. Going through everything on my hook. Once you're like that, you can adjust this band if it's not sitting correctly. So I'm just going to slide it up so it's sitting at the top of that section, like that. So I've already added band 1, and now I'm going to go to my orange. Adding my second. Adding my third. And my fourth. So get a grip of it, turn it around. As you can see, my bands are not straight, and that is affecting how it's laying. So I just need to fiddle with it a little bit and make sure that it's laying straight, because it was pulling too much to one side and it was making it twist. So it's a super easy design. You just have to make sure it's laying straight. And now I'm going to pull that white band over my hook, like so. So like I said, it is super easy to do. And after I add that on is when I slide that band up. Now you could of course do that at the end, but I really think it's important to kind of do it as you go along and just keep making sure everything is laying correctly. Alright, so I'm going to just do it a few more times. The other versions that I showed you is exactly the same thing. The only difference is instead of pulling 4 bands through, you would be pulling either 5 bands or 6 bands, depending on, which one you're doing. So, I'll show you an example after I do this one. So if you're completed your bracelet and you want to close it, when you go to pull that first band through all of them, like so, that is where you would attach your C-clip. So the only thing that I would say is after you attach your C-clip, you immediately want to attach it to your cap band at the bottom, because otherwise that crossing band can pop over the C-clip and your bracelet will fall apart. So that's how you do the original version. It's super easy, so I'm very confident everyone will pick that up. And it's so cute, isn't it? I just love it. So dainty, but cute. So for the other version, for example, like the 5-band version, Suzanne does recommend using a thinner band, like the 600 pack from rainbowloom.com work great. I don't have them with me at the moment, so I'm just going to stick to what I have, which is my silks here. So it would be, that would still be band 1. You start everything the same. And then this would be band 2. Band 3. I don't have any more pinks, so my orange would be band 4. And then I'll stick with the white for band 5. So exactly the same thing, except you have that one more band in there. You would turn it around. You have a little bit more to hold on to, so be careful. And then you grab that end band and cross it over all of them, like so. Bring that through everything on your hook. Fix that band, bringing it to the top of this section. I pulled it up a little too much. And then now you would be ready for your second band, because I already pulled the silver through, which was my first. And I'll use blue this time. So that would be 1. Or no, that would be band 2, sorry. This is band 3. 4. And 5 would be my white. Pinch everything, turn it around. Straighten everything out and pull that over. Just fixing my crossing band. And that's why it's just important that you make sure that they are even on both sides. If it's pulling to one side at all, it's going to distort the shape. And the 5-band works better anyway with the thinner bands. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea that it is exactly the same thing. And it's the exact same thing for the 6-band version as well. Except you would just be adding one more band in. The last color still, you want it to be whatever color you want to be your crossing band. So there you have the Psychedelic Jelly Babies, created by Suzanne HB on YouTube. You can also find her on Instagram under Crazy Just Might Work. She's very talented, has a lot of super cool designs, so you definitely want to check her out if you are not aware of her. If you do make this, please tag her as well as myself, Loves to Loom, on Instagram. We'd love to see your rendition. So yeah, hopefully we see a lot of the 4, 5, and 6 variation design of this, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!